Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Ark Evovled Mobile Edition. Thank you for coming today and hanging out with yo boy. So we're here on the Herbivore Island server, and just finished up the weekend, so it's a brand new week. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I got a little bit of building plan for today, so my plan is, now I do like my cantilever platform, and it is pretty cool. We're going to try to utilize it to its fullest extent. That being said, this is no longer going to suffice as a one-stop shop, so to speak. We're running out of room, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm going to do, let me talk about my vision really quick, because it's getting dark, so we'll have to wait till daytime anyway to get started. So my plan is, this is going to be our crafting area. Okay, so we have our smithy and our fabricator, such like that. Now we have different, what are they called? Workstations, yes. Crafting stations, these here. I went ahead and purchased the stone one. I've had the outpost and the dye studio and tannery and chef station, but I went ahead and purchased the stone workshop. I had the factory as well. What I'm going to do, I think, is kind of make this a completely second floor type situation, maybe. Just where it's not going to be in the way of the doors. And this whole upstairs is going to be for those stations, or some of those stations, for the time being until we get other places built. What I want to do today is, I don't like how this grill is outside here. Excuse me. The grill's outside here, and then we have our preserving bin, and I've got jerky and stuff cooking up in there, and these refrigerators and such. It just takes up a lot of room that could be used for more storage, or could be used for another smithy, or things like that. So I think we're going to dedicate this platform to our crafting platform. But what I want to do today is craft up another platform or two, and we're just going to fill this area in. And my plan is, tops of these little rocks and such are going to have things on it like I've started, but there's also going to be platforms. I mean, it's going to be full, like I said, to begin with, kind of a steampunk type feel situation, where it's kind of like hanging places. So like I want to do like a platform coming off right here, and then I want to do one coming off right here, and then I want to do something over here. And I was thinking, so we don't have our greenhouse effect on our little garden down here. Up here would be a very nice place to start a new garden in the future. Nice big garden. I mean, not just a little 4 or 6 crop plots. I'm talking a big garden, okay? And it's going to be beneficial because we're going to have our new cooking area that I hope that we're going to build today. And it's going to have, of course, our chef station, and then it's going to have our grill, and hopefully, as we continue in the future, industrial cooker and things like that, with a ton of refrigerators and several preserving bins, so we can make a lot of jerky and such as we need, and we'll have a designated place for that. So that'll be good. And the refrigerators is going to be key, because I've already ran out of room in both refrigerators, almost both. This says 52 slots, but I can't put any more vegetables in there and such like that for whatever reason. And we're getting pretty close on our eggs and berries, so we can have a lot more refrigerators to go around, which will be very beneficial for us as well. Today there was a brand new update came out, and if you guys followed that, I did fix my ladder. As you can see, we can get down here now. I shouldn't have jumped. We're fine. This is fine. I have been collecting Allosaurus eggs and such, but there was a lot of changes, and the only thing I've really played with so far is, as you can see, yo boy's not wearing the chief hat anymore. I tried it out on our wolf. He's got an ascended flak helmet on, and it looks better on him anyway, I suppose. So I'm wearing the birthday hat for the time being. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool feature. That's pretty much rendered my hopes and dreams of breeding up a tank saber, because if you can just breed up a pretty decent wolf, throw a armor helmet on it, there's no stopping that thing in a cave and such. So that'll be pretty good. I ain't too mad about it. So yeah, I'm going to cut to here. We're going to make some platforms, we're going to make some structures, and figure out where we want our little cooking area, and I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, so I had to make a quick metal run. I'll probably have to make another 1 or 2 resource runs before it's all completed. But I needed some metal. Man, I'm stuck in here now. I needed some metal so that I could make some of the refrigerators. I was able to go ahead and craft up the cantilever platform. It is currently on our bird, and this is still running. And I was able to make a Jenny, a couple electrical cables, outlet boxes, and the grill. As you can see, let me get back in there really quick. Structures, electric. So I needed quite a bit of metal to go ahead and make a couple of these refrigerators. And I'll probably have to make some electronics and such like that. Maybe a little bit of polymer. Should be okay on the crystal for the amount of refrigerators we're going to make to start out with. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get some of this metal cooking up while we start the rest of the construction. I mean, that's not much, but that's all I can currently carry. And it'll do. So I definitely need to get a fuel source in here really quick. Okay, we'll just grab some of this wood. That should be just fine. That's a lot of wood, but that'll work. We'll take the beaver out later and restock. There we go. Okay, so we got several metal ingots coming up there. Let me get this Anki out of the way. Maybe. That's the thing. You land in here with them like that by accident, you're stuck. So we get this out of the way. I'll probably get our new stone craft station and utilize that a little bit. We'll try to use as much of the resources as we have. Probably what I'll do, I might need to pull that wood out actually and make some spark powder. Let me do that really quick. Okay, I got that crafting up. We'll come back in just a minute and throw that into our forge. What I want to do right now is go ahead and place our platform, see if we can't find a decent spot. I was kind of thinking like along the lines of right here. I think this would be a pretty cool spot. And then maybe later on we could do something a little bit higher like this area. We got this whole big flat wall to work with as well. So we could also do something like right here or on this side. And we can utilize this, and until this finally ever decays or somebody comes back, unfortunately we just have to deal with it, and they cannot use it. But that's okay. I wish you could like take over structures like you can a tame or something. That would be pretty cool. But I digress. Let's throw this platform into our inventory and see if we can't find somewhere cool to place it. So let's see. Let's take a look at it right here. That's really big right there. How's it looking up here? Can we place it there? You can. Get spun around here. In relation, I mean, we're going to have several of these, so this area is going to be very full. Not sure how it'll look, but it's what I'm going to do. Let's just do here. I'm going to go with my first initial instinct and see how that looks and feels. First, let me see how close it is, like on the ground situation. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I think that'll actually work just fine. Let's get up here and take a look at what it feels like to be on it. And I think that'll do it for us. Yeah, this would be our little cooking area. We can even probably build like a ramp platform situation up to here in case we want to access it from the ground. So that would be pretty cool. We can maybe ride our wolf up here right into our cooking area and unload all the meat that we can carry. So that would be pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get started on the construction of this building. And I'll see you guys in just a second. Oh baby, so I've been putting in the work, let me tell you. So this is what I've done, and this is what I still have left to do. I still have to fill this whole wall full of the fridges. I was hoping you'd be able to stack them, but it doesn't seem that to be the case. But that's okay. That's going to be a lot of refrigerator storage for eggs and kibble and berries and meat and veggies and the whole 9 yards, so that'll be pretty good. I did have this wall over here, this short section through here, lined up with the preserving bins, but I ended up destroying those. I had 4 of them, so I had a place to put my chef station, and that looks pretty nice there, I think so. And I ended up just from the resources I got back from the 4, made 2 and put on either side of our grill. Over on this side here, I made like a little area for to make spark powder, and like a crafting and storage area, and I kind of try to make it look nice. I used a catwalk platform, put a chest up there with some mortar and pestles on the shelf, like kind of like a shelf type situation, and then some storage and another mortar and pestle on the ground. I think it looks pretty nice aesthetically, and it'll be functional. And until we get a what's the word I'm looking for? Industrial cooker. We'll have to do some rearranging in the future whenever we're able to learn that, but we're still pretty good ways away. We have our cooking pot here, and it'll do just fine for the job that we're going to use it for. And I think it turned out pretty good. For the roof, I used stone, and I ended up I'm a huge fan of skylights, so I ended up throwing some greenhouse up there, and I think it looks pretty nice. And you can see the roof is red, and our gate is red. I ended up doing that on all of our situations here, all of our little builds. I all have red roofs now. If you don't know by now, my favorite color is red. So, yeah, I think that's going to turn out pretty nicely for us. Now what I have left to do is move everything from the refrigerators and such in the crafting area here and move it down to our little chef area. And I think that'll work out just fine for us. Definitely did not make use of the room on the platform up at our crafting area. I mean, this one is the complete length of the platform, all except for I guess this would be depth or width or length, and then this was width. So I used the complete width of the platform, but the length I couldn't because of the rocks here. But it left me a spot I could just throw a generator down, and that'll work just fine. Which, speaking of, I need to get some fuel. So I'm definitely bummed out about that situation. Hopefully I don't be bothered enough to just demolish everything up there and rebuild. But if so, then that's fine. I tried to do like a little awning thing, but I couldn't do post that wasn't in the way. It definitely makes it a little bit more difficult to get around the platform because you got to stay on this little catwalk area. But it works out just fine. I think it'll do what we want it to, and it'll be aesthetically pleasing. I'll try to do some things to make it a little bit more warm feeling, and continue our fridges down to the end of the wall here. But I think it turned out pretty nicely. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode today. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell icon, so every time I upload, you can come hang out with your boy. Alright, we'll see you next time. See ya. Bye-bye.
Perfect.